recall Lois. When you talk, I can hear her. When I see you, I can see her. Which blood first? And your grandma. And then your mama. Eunice. I feel like I'm back in Fossil Kingdom. We got Lois and Eunice. And now, since I've met you, Timothy, I am persuaded it is in you, too. God, give us families where it can start in grandmama. And it can go from grandmama to mama. And let somebody look at me and say, I hear you, great-granddaddy, and I hear you, granddaddy. And now, Ron, I see you, Daddy, and every time I see you, I'm so reminded. Why? Because I want to be successful at passing my faith. What in the world is Ron Carpenter if millions got saved on TV and my family goes to hell? I know this ain't deep, but I feel it. You know what he's telling Timothy? He said, when I hear you, I'm hearing generations. And now you should really be something, Timothy, because the combination of generations of faith has now been packaged inside of you. And look what he tells him. Oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh, I'm going to be able to preach. Therefore, I remind you, I'm reminding you, I ain't going to be around forever to remind you. I remind you to stir up the gift which is in you through the laying on of hands. Because there was times your grandmama had to remind herself, and there was no praise team and there was no preacher. And when she got discouraged, she had to go off somewhere all by herself and stir her faith and stir her gift and stir her passion back up, because people will take your passion from you and life will suck the passion out of you and you'll get familiar and this thing will get old, and all of a sudden you'll find yourself going through the motions. And when you find yourself just living and going through the motions, I remind you, Timothy, your grandmama, when you didn't know it, when you didn't see her, she had to get alone and cry and pray in the Holy Ghost and stir herself back up. I cannot live just going through the motions. I have to live being stirred up. And then your mama, Timothy, your mama didn't let you see it. But after she'd put you to bed, and she was weary and she was tired, she would have to go get alone with God and take responsibility to stir her up. Do you know that there will not always be an encouragement committee to come and make you feel better? And great people don't need somebody else to come and stir them up. Great people know how to get along with God and say, I am a revival all by myself. I create a revival all by myself. And what life took away from me, I will go get in the presence of God and let God put back in me. Shout for 10 seconds if you know how to stir yourself up. Ow! I'm feeling something different. I got a message here. I got a 5-page outline, and I'm supposed to be starting with these scriptures, but I can't get out of these scriptures. Jesus with a legacy statement. I've done all I can do. Everything I got, I am distributing it. I didn't call you to my side to keep you weak and to marvel at how strong I am. I came to get what you couldn't get and give it to you. Timothy, the greatest thing I'm going to leave with you, because 2 Timothy is Paul's last letter. He's about to die. He's an old man now. Final words mean something. And Timothy, he's telling Timothy, let me remind you of something. If you're going to make it, you're going to have to take what grandma taught you, and you're going to have to take what mama taught you, and then you're going to have to occasionally get alone and stir yourself back up when you feel like life and the pressure of life is about to crush you and take all of your faith away. He said, stirring yourself up, the responsibility of it lies squarely on your shoulders. It is no one else's job to stir you back up. I need everybody in this room from the left to the right, front, back to clap over that, because you've got to understand it. Some of you came, some of you turned on a computer, some of you at our other campuses, you said, I want to get stirred up. It is not my responsibility to stir you up. It is not the person right next to you's responsibility to stir you up. I'm going to give 30 seconds to everybody who has felt numb and going through the motions and life has sucked everything out of you. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to do what you got to do to stir your passion back up until you are ready to charge hell with a water pistol and take it over, until you are ready to lead your home again, ready to be a great husband, ready to be a great wife and mother, ready to be a great father, ready to be a great employer, ready to be a great employee. How many of you are going to take responsibility? 10 more seconds to stir your faith, stir your gift. Churn the passion of God a lot. Some of you ain't got it yet. I will not spend one more day walking through the life